Hi everybody, my name is Natalie Manzanares and today I'm going to talk about a topic that has been circulating around the social media, and it's about the Warrens. Who were they? The Warrens were two investigators about paranormal cases. They also own a museum that is occult in Connecticut. Who is Ed Warren? Ed Warren was born in Bridgeport, Connecticut on September 7, 1929 to September 23, 2006. Ed Warren called himself as a demonologist, and he dedicated his life to share his experiences and his knowledge about these paranormal events. When Ed Warren was 5 to 12 years, between 2 and 3 in the morning, when everyone was asleep, he began to see how the doors of his closet opened themselves, and sometimes in the middle of the night he just woke up and looked at faces that were staring at him. Since that moment, Ed decided through his life to help people with these events. Who is Lorraine Warren? Lorraine Warren was born on January 23, 1927 and died April 8 on 2019. Was a clairvoyant and a light trance medium. Lorraine Rita Warren, much known as Lorraine Warren, was born in Bridgeport in Connecticut. She was educated in a Catholic girls' school. According to an interview, her first paranormal experience was at 7-year-old age. She began to see lights around people. However, she didn't know what that lights were, and she didn't know even the meaning of it. It was a moment that Lorraine realized that she could see people's auras, and that was a gift that nobody had. Nobody from her family understood her, so she never talked to anybody. Nobody understood her of what she could see till she met his husband, Ed Warren. Together, the couple investigated around 10,000 cases through his career. The Warrens became the last-ditch effort for those who couldn't shake the feeling that something supernaturally was happening. Although Ed and Lorraine Warren passed away, his legacy is still living on his horror movies. The biggest cases of the Warren were the Amityville and the Parents, which is inspired on The Conjuring 1. The Parents. In 1970, Roger and Caroline Perron moved to Rhode Island in Harrisville with his 5 daughters, who started experiencing weird situations. The Perron girls began to see spirits walking through their house, and some items were missing. The family awoke every day from 5:15 because they started smelling of rotten flesh. The spirits in the house started shift a malevolent nature and started targeting to Caroline. The Amityville case. A New York couple, George and Katie Lutz, claimed that his house was tormented by violent and demonic presence who intends them to leave the house. According to the Warrens' file, Ronald DeFeo murdered his whole family in the house. However, they found the murderer, so the case was shown for the Warrens. The Warrens Occult Museum. When the Warrens found the New England Society of Physics Research, the ever-expanding collection of knickknacks and artifacts that were touched by the evil, is kept in the basement from his own home. Throughout these cases, the Warrens started collecting trinkets and totems that they thought they were defiled by the evil. The eccentric collection contains everything from alleged vampires coughing to children tombstone used for a satanic altar. They had a lot of haunted artifacts like the tomb of Bathsheba Sherman, the Thomas Boosie chair, Sandy Hook symbol, the Shadow Doll, the Mirror of Mitchell's Plantation, Wedding Dress, and the Figure Forms. But the most popular artifact that is located on the museum is Annabelle Higgins. Who is Annabelle Higgins? Annabelle Higgins started being as a gift from a mother to his daughter Donna. At the beginning, this doll seems to be cute, but then they start realizing that this doll changes of positions and moves. Also, this doll started leaving some message that said, "Help me, Lou, help me." Lou was Donna's boyfriend. This started freaking out the family, so they asked somebody if they could help them. This person told them that this doll was a soul in the body of a doll that was called Annabelle Higgins. Since they knew that, they returned the doll, but this doll appeared once again and killed Lou, Donna's boyfriend. The family, afraid of this, decided to talk with the Lawrence, and the Lawrence finally came out to investigate this case. The Warrens conclude that this wasn't a normal case. It was about the devil in a doll body who wanted to possess Donna's body. After this, the Warrens took this doll to his museum, and this doll became one of the biggest attractions from this museum. In conclusion, this couple stood out for helping a lot of people with paranormal cases, since they have experience and gifts who they allowed them to realize what was happening. However, Ed and Lorraine were still human beings and they have fears. This is why it's recommended to stay away from those negative energies and vibes, because you never know where are you getting into. And Lorraine Warren used to say that there were a lot of good things outside, but also bad things either. And it will be better if we attract positive vibes and energies.